Lights on. Call this meeting to order. Determine there's a quorum present. We have Commissioner Wardlaw, Commissioner Vasquez, Commissioner Garcia, Commissioner Flores, and myself. We do have a quorum. And if y'all will please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Flores, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
Thank y'all. Approving minutes, number 5. Do we have it?
Yes.
Yes. Move. Motion to approve. Have a motion, Commissioner Flores. Second, Commissioner Vasquez. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. We did have one citizen's comments, and Ms. Martinez and Carmen, if y'all don't mind, we have an item on here. That way y'all could come up and do your presentation. It'd be easier. Y'all are okay with that? Okay. Thank you. Item 7, there's no need. We don't have anything. Last, item 8, this is where you can come up. There we go. Discussion possible action to approve request from CASA for additional funds of $20,000 for this fiscal year and $50,000 for next fiscal year. And y'all come on up, please.
Right here, right here.
I'll talk while y'all get set up. They'd asked for more funds, and I'm going to go ahead and share my little speech. Y'all understand why I have a problem with this. It isn't that y'all are not a wonderful group and a good group of people here and doing excellent work. I visited with Winter Garden Women's Shelter, the shelter that the individuals that take care of our shelter here, and they spoke real highly of y'all. And the group and CASA as a whole, and y'all. We had this conversation yesterday. I reached out to County Court at Law Judge Sergio Gonzalez, and he had nothing but praises to say about y'all. It was unbelievable. I think he said that he has 6 cases. Every case could have multiple individuals, but 6 cases as of right now, and those cases will go up and down. Will increase or decrease up and down, but it will increase and decrease. The only issue that I had with all this, and again, I'm going to say this out loud, is the reporting. In order to be able to give y'all funds, if the report that y'all gave when you asked for money, if the court could have had that before, then I wouldn't have a problem voting for it. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So in the future, I don't think that anybody on the court, well, I'll speak for myself. I know that I don't have an issue in giving y'all more money and the services that y'all provide. We had concerns, how does this work? And visiting with Judge Gonzalez over the last couple of weeks, he still appoints an attorney ad litem for the individuals. And then we're not taking that benefit away from the victim. But y'all provide another service, therefore you're appointed, but the court does not pay you. That's how come you're coming to the court as a whole, the Commissioner's Court, to ask for funds, because you're not paid on an individual basis. And not only do you provide the service for the individuals that you're appointed for, but you also provide a service outside of the courts. So, again, whatever the court does today and whatever we do in the future, I would greatly appreciate if you would come once a quarter or something, especially if it gets increased to $50,000 in the next fiscal year, that you come to the court and do a presentation to let us know how you're doing with Battered Women's Shelter. Within that contract, they present a report every month as to how many women and kids go through their shelter. So I would hope that if this court does fund you, which you're already in the budget that I was going to present to the court, you were already in for the 20,000. If the court kicks it up to 50,000, that part of that would be that you would come and give us a quarterly report. That way we can try to justify the funds. Okay, I'll leave it up to you.
My name is Megan Martinez. I am now the volunteer supervisor. This is Carmen Abreu. She's the interim executive director. She came on board in May, and she has done a lot since she's been here. But let me just go back and maybe give some more information on CASA in general. CASA Val Verde is an individual 501c3 program. We are under the Texas CASA umbrella, and we are also members of National CASA. We pay membership dues to be part of National CASA. They were the ones that gave us the final approval to become a CASA program. And with that approval, there are many things that we had to do and standards that we have to uphold. And so even though we are an individual CASA program, we are responsible to Texas CASA. We are responsible to National CASA. This is a copy of our 501c3 letter, and we have a copy of our official approval from National CASA. We're very proud of that. There was a lot of work that went into that. And there's impact report, and we want to leave this information for y'all if you want to look over it also. There's a lot to go over. Starting out as CASA Val Verde County, it was steering committee to establish. And in that work, we had to have at least $15,000 to $20,000 of funds in the bank before we could even get approval from National CASA. And so we had our first fundraiser. It was a raffle. And I must say, somebody here was the winner of the top prize, Judge Owens. He was a wonderful winner. He came to Russell Hardware one time. That's where we were selling tickets for the first one. He sat down and talked with me, and he bought 10 tickets, and he put his wife's name on some of them. And so it was her name that we drew. And of course, it was Father's Day raffle, so I think you got some good gifts that weekend. But
And then they got $20,000. I know people are thinking that, but that ain't the way it happened.
No, we actually have one of those tumblers that you turn all the tickets in, so it was not rigged at all. We had a non-board member drawing the tickets with her eyes away from it, so it was not rigged at all. I just thought it was very funny. So, you know, I first came to present to y'all back in July, and then another time in October, and I believe another time in November. And since then, a lot has changed, a lot has happened, a lot of work has been done to engage the community and get awareness to the community about CASA and what CASA does. CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates, as you mentioned, Judge Owens. And also, as you mentioned, they're volunteers. They don't get paid. And because of that, they're only assigned one case. And that way they can focus all their energy on that one case. They visit the children in the home, they visit with the parents, they get to know the situation, what the concerns.
But in saying that, I don't want to stop your little roll
That's
right
okay.
there, but
No.
in saying that, they are volunteers, but they do have to go through a training class, because I saw that also.
Yes.
They do have to complete so many hours.
This is the volunteer manual. And the training information was provided to us by Texas CASA. I went through the training myself with another CASA person outside of Val Verde, and then I went through the facilitator training, and they provide that information as well. They also helped us with the advocate policies and procedures, and then also Texas CASA, as I mentioned, has their own standards that we have to abide by. They support us in many ways, as does National CASA. With National CASA, they provide the logo. This logo that you see, right here, that we had to sign away our firstborn grandchildren to have access to the logo. We cannot alter it in any fashion. And, there was, I think it was like 3 or 4 pages of brand guidelines that we had to agree to before we would have access to that logo. So the volunteers, yes, they go through in-person training, 15 hours in person, and they also have an online website that they go to that is provided to us by Texas CASA, and they do their virtual learning at home in their own time, and then we come back and discuss all that and present information to them that they might run across in the cases, how to work the cases, and discussing how CPS removes children from the home, and then that starts the 12 months that we have to establish a permanent home for the children. So let me go back to the beginning of CASA and the funding. As I mentioned, we had to have that money in the bank before we could get approved. And then we were also eligible for the VOCA grant, which is Victims of Crime Act grant. That was $50,000. That money is not just given to us and put in an account. It is managed by Texas CASA. It is a reimbursement type of grant. So we have to present receipts and documents showing where that money was spent. And that money doesn't always cover 100% of things. Like it will cover 70% of some items, 30% of other items. The mileage that people put on their cars to visit children is also reimbursable, which helps because unfortunately a lot of children that are put in foster care don't stay here in Del Rio. I have a case that there's 2 kids in Corsicana, which is 325 miles from here, and I visited them twice because I think it's important to meet the children. And on that note, in the beginning, we did not have any volunteers, but we wanted to start providing services. And as a staff person who went through the training and everything, I was able to start providing guardian ad litem services to children in foster care. One of the mandates that we had to fulfill before becoming approved was having an MOU signed with Judge Gonzalez. So that was put in place before we began any services. And at the first case that I was assigned to, I thought they were still in-person hearings, but they were all virtual. So I went to the courthouse and sat with Judge Gonzalez on the Teams meeting, and he swore me in. At that time, it was very just informal, of course, but the volunteers, we finally got a class of volunteers established. And I'm going to have to talk about Carmen on this one. When she came in, we got the first funding from you guys in April. And then in May, we were able to bring on Carmen because before that, it was just me. And I was struggling. I was not able to do everything that needed to be done and do it well. And so with your funding, we were able to bring Carmen on, and she came on like gangbusters. She helped get the first class of volunteers started. She went through the training as well so that she could be more knowledgeable about that as well. So when we got the first class of volunteers trained and ready to get sworn in, we had a few commissioners attend that swearing in. It was a very special ceremony, and I was excited to be a part of it as a trainer and to see our first class of volunteers become sworn in and become officers of the court. And I joined them because it was a very special ceremony. I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to have the formal swearing in and everything. So that was a really special day, and I thank Commissioner Wardlaw and Commissioner Vasquez for attending that. But everything that we do, of course, is for the children. Unfortunately, there's, the financial part of it, which is not the fun part. So do y'all have any questions this far about?
I've got a question, ma'am.
Yes.
I think, it's a great program. For years, I've wanted to try to work something out with the county, with the court, as to building a children's shelter in Baldwin County. And
Fishing Forest got enough property where we could build one. And so it's been in the talks and process, but, nothing concrete yet. My other question, the question that I wanted to ask is, where does the city of Del Rio stand in all this? Do they participate with money to help you guys out?
They have not as of yet. We have met with them and discussed possible funding, but that we have not moved forward. We have not been able to move forward with that with them. But that is definitely on our list of things to do, is to request assistance from the city as well.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure they would participate, and I think y'all's program not just benefits the county, but
The city.
the city of Del Rio.
Yes, sir.
And so I think it's a great program, and I really appreciate y'all doing this here in our community.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for the question. I'm glad you brought that up, because that is something that we would like to be a part of, is a children's shelter. There's a lot of licensing requirements that go into that as well. But that is something that is on our agenda for the future. We do have goals for the future. I have met with the police department, to discuss having a child advocacy center, because as of now, any child victim has to go to Uvalde or San Antonio to have their forensic interview. That takes up, resources from Del Rio to move them there. So that is something, that's another thing that we would like to see happen. We're just getting started. And we have lots of big plans, and thank you, Carmen, because she is really passionate about this as well. And since having her on board, she has done so much, and we have worked together as a team. I have 17 years of experience with Child Protective Services, and that's my expertise. And so with Carmen and I together, we make a great team, and we want to continue to grow, and that would necessitate more staff. As a CPS caseworker, I had the pleasure of working with CASAs in other areas, and I know how important they are. As you mentioned, the families involved through CPS, when the children are removed, each parent gets an attorney, and the children get an attorney, and they are also supposed to have a guardian ad litem. Before CASA, the attorney ad litem was appointed both roles, which is a little bit of a conflict, because the attorney is supposed to represent the child's voice in court. CASA volunteers are representing what's in the best interest of the children. And sometimes those two don't go together, especially if they're.
Do y'all have any other questions for her?
No, Judge, I've met with Ms. Carmen last week in depth, so I think it's great what they're doing here.
Do y'all have any questions?
I'm good.
Kurt,
I'm sorry.
Yes.
go ahead and hand them out. Don't get hurt. If you don't have any.
This is the packet we put together. At the very end is the full budget.
Okay, if you'll need to, I'll hand them out. Thank you.
So Joanne's, Carmen has something that she would like to add.
So I came on originally, I was part of the founding steering team, raising the initial seed money that we needed. And then again in April, started volunteering, assisting Megan with different various things. May, I came on board thanks to the investment that the county made for CASA. At that time, we hadn't had a ribbon cutting. There was a lot of little logistic things that I thought would be really, really great for us to do, to just kind of a relaunching, because we did want to build our volunteer advocate program. So we did the ribbon cutting in June. We started our first training class in May. And so we're really excited. I was part of that first training class, Megan as our instructor. And so now with this new volunteers, that actually helps us to be able to take on more cases. So we're waiting to be assigned for more cases, because Megan was taking the 6 cases. Now with more volunteers, we can do more. We have a second training class that just started last week. And so we're really excited. There's about roughly on average 40 kids in foster care from Valverde County. And so right now we're serving 14 of them. We want that to be 100%. So in the packets that I gave you, you can see that the Texas map now has a CASA from the ribbon cutting and at different events, you can see that last year, before we got founded, Valverde County did not have a CASA program here. The whole entire Middle Rio Grande is just unserved with a CASA. And so now that we're here, one of our other goals that I wanted to mention is once we serve 100% of children from Valverde County, as you can see, there's multiple CASAs that serve multiple counties. We would like to, that's another long-term goal, is once we serve 100% of children here in our county, we can expand, we can grow. With the more children we serve, we're eligible for more grants. Since I came on, I've written 5 private grants as well that we're waiting to hear back from. So we have a lot of goals, a lot of vision for what CASA can be, the Child Advocacy Center, possible children's shelter. So there's really a lot of things. We're doing a lot of things behind the scenes as well. We're having private events for the kids that we're serving as well. We have an event coming up this weekend. And so we're trying to do things to support the children, to support not just foster children, but also kinship care. There's a lot of grandparents raising grandchildren. We're trying to work on getting a chapter like that established. We have an office on Main Street, so we could provide space for any kind of meetings for different support types of groups. So just things that we see that we would love to be a part of a lot of things, serving the vulnerable children. So you can see the budget at the end and where kind of the money has been spent. And again, there's some funds in there that because we're waiting for reimbursement from every month, it's like, because we have to wait about 45 days from the one grant to receive the reimbursement, and it's not covered at 100%. With the VOCA grant, because we're volunteer based, we're supposed to do our own fundraising as well. There's some CASA programs. I just took a trip to the East Coast, and there's CASA in different parts of the state. I visited with 3 other CASAs during my trip. And one of them, it's interesting how they're all funded kind of differently. One of them is fully county funded. It's in the county building. It's part of the county entirely. Another one is funded by the lotto, the state lottery. They're not allowed to do any fundraising. Another one is all grants, and the VOCA grant and other private grants and no county funding. So you can see there's every CASA is a little bit different, but we're grateful for the support that Texas CASA gives us so far.
There was one email, the 20,000, and then there was another email, maybe 10. So what is it that you're requesting, the 10 or the 20?
We would like to request the 20. As I mentioned, we are struggling. We are blessed with no rent for our office space, but at some point we're going to have to start paying rent.
And again, I'm going to voice my concern again, like I did in the email. I think y'all are a good group. I think you're needed. And like I said in the email, I think you're going to be part of us for a long time. But just, you need to come more often. You need to come to us and tell us what you're doing before you need money.
Yes, sir.
I would greatly appreciate that.
Carmen and I discussed that, and if you want us to come monthly,
And
we can
you know,
come
every
monthly or
quarter,
quarterly.
in just my opinion, I don't know what the court's thinking, but if y'all would come every quarter to give us just to give us an update,
Sure,
so we can see where our money's going.
sure.
And if the court has questions, the other thing that I would like to see is that, when we had the discussion in November, there was a couple of members that we'd asked to be appointed to your board, which is Marisol and Commissioner Vasquez. Y'all have met and they've not been contacted. I would greatly appreciate it if y'all would contact them. Marisol is Commissioner Nettleton's wife, and then Commissioner Vasquez also, that was part of the motion of the court. And we actually asked y'all if it was okay if we could appoint some members. Y'all said yes, but y'all did not contact. I greatly appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Well, I apologize.
Well, no, it's all
for-
good. It's all good. It's just, we're growing here, so it's, it's just part of the process, and, part of, you slip through the cracks, it's okay. But in the future, if y'all could please, contact them so they can be part of it. I know
Yes.
they both of them expressed interest.
And we will definitely put on our calendars to be here quarterly or more often if anybody has any questions.
If the court wants to give them the 20,000 or give them another 20,000 this year, in this fiscal year, the money would come out of attorney's other. Is what we said, or what he said. So it's
I have a
up.
question, Judge.
Yes, sir.
I was going to say, I understand if there's a county here that's not in a CASA program and a child gets moved there to their grandparents' or relatives' place, and then you all are commuting back and forth to check. But other CASA districts or programs don't pick up kids that get moved across the state?
We can request a courtesy CASA worker in a different area if it's too far for us. The requirements for visiting children that are over 300 miles, we can visit them quarterly and then have FaceTime visits in between for each month if that's necessary. But we do have the option, say if somebody was placed in Amarillo, we would probably request a courtesy CASA worker in that area if they had enough advocates available to provide that service for us.
If it was there, I think it would save the entire Texas population a lot of tax dollars if y'all were cross-firing those kids back and forth to each other.
Yes, sir,
at
I
state
agree.
level.
Yes. And I want to make one more comment about the appointment of the attorneys and the guardian ad litems. In my 10 years of experience with CPS here in Del Rio, unfortunately, the attorneys that were assigned to the children oftentimes never visited them. That was very concerning to me as a CASA as a CPS worker.
Say that again, ma'am?
An attorney ad litem assigned to a child
From the courts,
from the courts oftentimes never met the child they were representing. So that's why it's even more important to have a CASA guardian ad litem, because we meet those children. We meet the people they're placed with. We meet their parents. We find out what's the dynamic of this family. How can we make this family stronger? Because that is what is behind the CASA. If we can have family reunification and build that family stronger, we want those kids back with the family. That's our first priority. Now, if that's not possible, if the parents can't make a safe home and address the concerns that were raised during the CPS investigation, if those changes aren't made, we're not going to recommend putting the children back there. But we do then go look for relatives, close family friends. We want those children to be in the best place so that they can not just survive, but thrive and become productive citizens of their community. We want to make those families stronger. But I do want to reiterate, by law, attorneys that are assigned to children are supposed to visit them at least before each court hearing. That rarely happened.
That's a bold statement.
I agree.
Mhm.
It's very difficult, but I want y'all to understand why, personally, I have been so passionate about this.
Go ahead.
Judge, I'll make a motion that we approve a request for CASA funds of $15,000 for this fiscal year
Mhm.
and $50,000 for next year, coming out of attorney's fees.
The 50,000, the 15,000 out of this year,
Yes, sir.
we can do, and then the
Okay.
50,000, if you don't mind, Commissioner, we can tackle that during the budget process, and we can
Okay.
actually set up a line item for it. You okay with that?
Yes, sir, I am, Judge.
I'll second that for discussion, Judge.
All right.
I don't have a problem, helping y'all. I think y'all are starting, and doing a great job here in our community, but I would really like for y'all to approach the city of Del Rio to participate with y'all's program.
Yes, sir.
So I hope to see y'all's item on the agenda, on the city's agenda, maybe hopefully the next meeting or something like that.
Yes, sir.
Let's get them involved.
We will get on that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioners, y'all have any other questions?
I'm good.
Okay.
Where's this money gonna come from?
It will come out of attorney's other.
Okay.
And you know that I'm not gonna be able to vote for this, and I've explained to y'all why. I just don't like, when groups come to us, they ask for money, but we don't get, when we do give them money, then we don't get anything between until we get another ask. I think that needs to stop. I think moving forward, I think we have a clearer ideal of what needs to happen, and I would, either way. We have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote no. If y'all would do a better job reporting, just so we can get we can justify it.
I commit to you that we will do a better job of reporting.
Okay, I sure do. Thank you, ma'am. Motion passes.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you so much.
Are y'all interested in any of these?
I'm not.
Okay.
That's what we need is more homework.
I know, right?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
y'all for everything y'all do. Item 9, discussion possible action on environmental review monitoring response to the Texas Department of Agriculture for Valverde County CFC 24-0012 Comstock Water Storage Project. It was in your packet, an inch and a half thick. There was no, just like in the other, all three of them, there was nothing in there that was derogatory or needed to take action with.
Judge, Commissioners, items 9, 10, and 11, the environmentals on these particular projects has already been approved by the state agency. We've got the green light to move forward with the construction when we get to that point. It's just a monitoring. They ask for all the documentation, all the maps, all the correspondence with all the other state and federal agencies, and so this is what this report is, and we provided that to TDA last week on Tuesday. So it's more of an information item just to let
There's
y'all
no
know.
action need to be taken.
Yeah.
I've got a question, Carl. So where do we stand with this project? I mean, when do they kick off, or what's holding them back, or?
Well, nothing holding back. We're only into the actual grant since February, about 6 months, so.
Because they're all three different projects, and I'm saying that they're not like a water extension.
Yeah.
One of the tank, one of them got a pump or something like that going.
Yeah, I want to iterate that each one of these is a standalone project. The Vega Verde water line is a standalone. The San Felipe booster station and the Comstock water tank, they're all three standalone individuals. Monies have been set aside in the grant for each one of these projects, and as soon as we can get them out to bid, the better it is for the county. But yeah, we've met our milestones and we're moving forward. So we don't really foresee any delays in the
Okay.
projects.
Any bumps?
No action needed on 9.
Yeah.
So when we read 10, then we'll say no action needed on 10, and we'll just go one at a time. Item 10, discussion possible action on environmental review monitoring response to the Texas Department of Agriculture for Valverde County CFC 24-0012, something the Pastures Water Booster Station. Also, Carl, there's no action on this one, but there was also no negative remarks on the monitoring. Okay, any questions on number 10? Item 11, discussion possible action on environmental review monitoring response to the Texas Department of Agriculture for Valverde County CFC 24-0012 Vega Verde Road, first time water service. Also, again, no derogatory remarks. We're good. This is just part of the process.
Yeah, just part of the drill. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you, Judge.
And under judge's comments, I know that on here, there's 3 different precincts. And we always have, been in the audience, and San Felipe Pastures. We went out for bid. We had a contract. It was too high, 700 and some odd thousand. We had 355 set aside. Came back, got another bid within the 355,000. The individual did not want to go out and provide us with insurance, so had to do it again. So we went back, and right now Melissa and she's working with another group right now, and it looks like we might have found maybe the 4th time's the charm.
And that was for Escondido?
Escondido.
Oh, Escondido.
Yeah, and the gentleman sits back there every meeting, so I figured I'd give that update. Okay, so Melissa is working with this other company, trying to figure that out. And the way it looks today is that we had $355,000 set aside out of ARPA funds for that, and we should be able to accomplish the project, which would be the pumps for the fire hydrants, that we have enough pressure and enough water volume. We should be able to accomplish that with the 355, what it looks like today. Could change, but good news. All right. Item 12, discussion possible action regarding an interlocal agreement between Culbertson County and Valverde County regarding the public defender service in Valverde County. Okay,
Second.
have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Second, Commissioner Wardlaw. Y'all all right? I mean, you're fixing to get it approved. Do you want to say something?
I'm gonna shut up if you don't.
It's fixing to get approved. I know you came a long way. Are y'all okay?
We are great.
Okay. David, this will give us an opportunity to provide, better service for, individuals.
Indigent defense.
Yes.
Yes.
Indigent defense. And at the end of the day, may save the county some funds, but for definitely provide a better service. And to get these cases moving through our court system. That's the reason this has happened.
That's correct.
Okay. Have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 13, discussion possible action regarding appointment of Valverde County Judge as a member of the Oversight.
Second.
On the motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Second, Commissioner
Yes, sir.
Flores.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action on resolution for referendum on the Second International Bridge. I know that y'all were working on, I put it on there, wasn't sure whether we would have something or not on a resolution, but I figured I would put it on just in case. Do we have something or? We do?
Yes, David.
On the second bridge? You had a no one's moment.
Responded to a text that was addressed, sorry. No, we have certainly been working on the resolution. There are two different items that Ms. Reyes presented to me. This morning I was kind of looking at them again. On the first item, I have one preference over the other. The second one, I think we reworded the way the item is going to be listed so that it's clear.
Do you need more time?
No, I think we'll have it ready today.
Okay.
If the court would like to see it before it votes on it, then obviously, but you're gonna run it by our office for approval anyway.
So we could make a motion to approve pending, review by council.
Yes.
And before when y'all get your draft, if you will, please get it to us. In case we have questions and don't like it, then we can go back.
We have to bring it at the next Commissioners Court meeting. We do have to bring it back in the form of an order because it has to be approved.
We can just wait until then.
That'd probably be better, right? That way they have an opportunity to
look at it. Absolutely.
Y'all want to give me a motion to table?
Motion to table, Judge.
I have a motion to table, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez.
Yes.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank y'all. Item 15, discussion possible action on precinct 2 property, including entering into negotiations with the city of Del Rio to acquire property in precinct 2 for Valverde County Fire Station using available appropriations. Commissioner Vasquez.
Yes, sir, Judge, I put this, item on the agenda, Judge. I think he has some concerns as far as maybe which route, at first, originally it was gonna sit in precinct 3, then there was some,
Conversations.
conversation between us, so I was just hoping we could move something forward and,
And I want to thank you for visiting with the city. I think there's 2 items on here. Let's talk about one first. I think the first one, the little pie shape, that's the one, right?
Yes, sir.
There's 2 items on here. The first one, that's discussion possible action on precinct 2 property. We've been dealing with the city, for about 5 or 6 years, trying to swap some land. There has to be value per value on land that we get, that the entities get back and forth. There was a triangle shape or a pie shaped looking piece of property, on, Ray Drive, that was on the list and then did not get transferred with the city. In visiting with the city, and I think you did last Thursday, but, and I visited with them, Friday. They're gonna, on that piece of property, because it was on the original list, they're gonna look at deeding it to us. So I think they're gonna bring it back to council again, my understanding. It was on the original list, it just wasn't part of the deed. So my understanding, visiting with the county attorney, was that they were going to visit Ms. Burkhart and visit with the council to see if the council wanted to go ahead and get it to us, because it was on the original list. So that should be taken care of. I don't think we'll have to do another MOU or nothing, because it was on the original list. It just was not on there when it got deeded. The second part of this is property that lies within precinct 2 that the city owns, it's referred to as the Hamilton property. It's where the Hamilton well's at, the well that they drilled, the city drilled out there. The piece of property that we're talking about is the very end of that track. And we had a conversation when all this got started. We were going to try to put it somewhere between the fire station, somewhere between Chisholm and SL 79 in that area, either on 277 or on 90. There was a concern by Commissioner Garcia that we're already putting the gun range on precinct 3, and then we would put the fire station on precinct 3, and we were utilizing a lot of his land, that a lot of the precinct 3 yard that he would probably be needing for other projects. So the discussion right now is we try to end up with the piece of property that the city of Del Rio may be willing to let us use. And Commissioner, I voiced my concerns to both of y'all. My concern with this one piece of property, and again, I agree that we need to move forward with something, is that it has 100-foot drainage easement across between the property line and 100-foot back. So that's going to cost us some funds to build a bridge. I'm looking at Carlos, so is that correct? Okay. We're going to do a water line that's 79,000 and change is what the city said. And then the entrance is going to be 100,000, right? So we've got about 100 in entrance, 80,000 in a water line, and you came up somewhere about 125 and 150,000 for a bridge. So we're
Judge,
320, 350.
is there any safety concerns with this particular tract of land, or are there other options where a fire station would benefit more to the area that's more populated?
I can tell you that when we went out and looked for a place to put the fire station, the growth that we're seeing the most, the area, is in precinct 3.
Yeah.
So it needs to be somewhere in there between the Y and that little circle there. I don't know whether we could end up with another piece of property back closer to town that we wouldn't have to build an entrance into onto the highway. The speed limit on this piece of property is 70 miles an hour in front of it, to where the speed limit, and I'm not saying go back to the gun range, I'm just saying to give an idea of reference, where the gun range would be built is 55 miles an hour. So we go and you are accelerating as you're going out of town. You're going from 55 to 70. That would be one of my concerns.
Doesn't the city have a tract of land on that other side? Also a water well, an old water well right next to Carlos Flores property?
The city
Has
has,
neighbors, I think, the precinct 3 yard.
the city has a piece
I
of
think like
property.
2 acres there.
The city bought a piece of property where they drilled a well. They don't know whether yet if they're going to use the well or not. There's been conversations. We are asking right now for an easement to go across that piece of property to get to run internet to the gun range, and that would service not only the gun range but also service precinct 3 yard, and then wherever the fire station is built. So I don't know what the court wants to do. If maybe we, give it 2 weeks and come back with another set of put this property with the dollar amount, and then maybe take 2 or 3 other pieces of property and bring it back?
If putting it in precinct 2, Judge, is gonna cost the county a lot more money, I'm willing to look, it doesn't necessarily, I don't want it in precinct 2 necessarily, so I'm willing to look at other options, precinct 3, and save quite a bit of money.
and
I'm
what-
open to that.
My deal would be is, if we can table this, bring it back in a couple of weeks, and then, like you said, let's look at the best
Other
options.
options,
That work?
I'll make a motion to table, Judge.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Judge, I'm sorry, you've been sitting back there the whole time, sorry about that. Discussion possible action requesting Commissioners Court approval.
Motion to approve, Judge.
Motion, Commissioner
I'll
Flores,
second that.
second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anybody against? Thank you. And Judge Lopez, I'm sorry, you were back there sitting, and I guess we should create like a consent set of deals, right, and just get it all over with. Item 17, discussion possible action requesting the Commissioner.
Motion approved, Judge. It's money within her budget, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 18, discussion possible action on approving corrected, amendment minutes from the judge.
Motion to approve, Judge.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Mr. McDermott, thank y'all so much. Sorry that you didn't get a chance to speak, but it worked out.
Don't stop him, let him
Don't
go.
stop. Go ahead.
Anytime a lawyer is told to speak less, it's a good day for everybody else.
I want to make sure that everybody's met Paul Chambers.
Okay, we go back to that item real quick. They're gonna get an opportunity to talk.
Sorry.
Item 12.
Judge, I do this, James McDermott, with the Far West Texas Regional Public Defender. I've been the chief since the beginning of the program 8 years ago. And I do want to introduce Paul Chambers. Paul Chambers has been my first assistant almost.
Waving, let's go.
That's right. From the beginning, he is going to be the office head down here for the program. He's moving here from Alpine. He actually closed on his house yesterday, and there's a moving truck here in town. We're ready to start.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Can you get a picture of us? Yeah. Won't you come on up? Well, we ain't had a picture for something.
I would have shaved it, but I don't even have a picture.
What shakes?
I would have shaved. Okay, now let's get next to the judge.
David? John?
How many of us were squeezing it?
Now get on up in here.
Short.
There we go. Take off your glasses. Smile wide. I'll get a picture. Don't blink. There we go.
All right, yeah, act happy.
You good? Thank you. It's just for a second.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
There's item 12.
Thank you, ma'am. Almost got out of it, right? Item 19, discussion possible action road use agreement between.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 20, discussion possible action on Valverde County accepting. Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second.
Second.
Commissioner Flores, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? That is an awesome job, Carlos. Thank you. Item 21, discussion possible action to ratify change order number 1, changing the roof panels from galvanum to white. I'd ask Melissa if she could get us a price, to change the color from galvanum, which is a silver color, to white. It'll help us with on electricity, and it actually look better. That was
Make a
it.
motion to approve, Judge.
Why not just buy solar panels put on the roof? That'll save you more money.
Well, that'll be the next time. Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 22, discussion possible action.
Motion to approve, Judge.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 23, discussion possible action.
Motion to approve, Judge.
Motion, Commissioner Flores, second
Second, Judge.
Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 24, discussion possible action. to authorize from available appropriations and approve an annual recurring purchase of a software app for service tickets as,
Motion to approve, Judge. This will be added to this new budget, right? I mean, this is gonna be
we
a,
can, since it's a recurring
Yeah.
expense within the new budget, it would be put in, but we need the dollars today, right? For this fiscal year. Matt? Okay. So we're down to 20. All right, contingency be,
Yes,
body
sir.
motion, motion
Contingency.
Commissioner Flores. Second,
second.
Commissioner Garcia. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 25, discussion possible action award or reject bid 2575 for a mobile cascade system to be used by the fire department.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. We have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 26, discussion possible action to extend contract bid 2449 with installation of electrical wiring at Precinct 1's new warehouse building till August 15th.
Motion to approve.
Motion, Commissioner Garcia, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 27, discussion possible action to purchase. I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against?
Judge, for this item, you do have written in there that's coming out of SB 22, not OLS grant.
This will be 20.
SB 22, you said?
SB 22. All right. The next time, and I know that I miss stuff sometimes, but if you will tell me before, we'll parentheses in.
I think did I not put it there? The one that's sticking up?
Not in my sticky, and nothing there. Okay. Thank you. Bloody.
Sorry.
Thank you. Item 28, discussion possible action to approve.
Motion to approve, Judge.
I'll second that, Judge.
Have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Any against? Item 29.
Judge, can you comment a little bit on 28?
If you want to, of course, Matt, you're my auditor. You come right on up.
This was part,
You're the money man.
this was part of what we discussed last court about moving credit cards. This was a credit card Melissa had going. It's actually kind of good. We're actually probably going to transition all of the county off the current cards under this program simply with the cashback on the 1.7. Now, since we're on that subject, we talked about right now, in case there was an emergency before we do this transition, we did increase your limit amounts. We probably shouldn't say because I don't want anybody robbed. But, and then we got the total increase, but this going forward, this is a great thing that she did for us and the citizens.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Explain it to us. This was part, like you said, part of what the court wanted done. Thank y'all so much for facilitating it. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are the greatest. Y'all are laughing. Isn't that right? Okay. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Melissa. Item 29, discussion possible action to approve.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 30, approving monthly reports from elected officials.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. Item 31, approving bills for
Motion to
payment.
approve, Presented, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 32, discussion possible action to approve the auditor's report, district clerk, and 2025 second quarter payroll audit. Let's move to 1, district clerk.
Right, and if you don't mind, we need to take that, I would like to talk about the payroll audit in executive session, if you don't mind.
The payroll audit and executive session. Both of them, both of these, or just one?
We can if you want to do both.
No motion to table, Judge. Yes.
Motion to table.
Just trying to get which one we were doing, the whole thing.
Okay, yeah, let's do the whole thing. I'm ready to.
A motion to table. Commissioner Vasquez,
Second that.
second Commissioner Flores. Any other discussion? Motion carries to table and be brought back, but we will bring it back. Okay. That'll work. Item 33, discussion possible action on the following certifications of revenue. Okay. Have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. Discussion possible action on following budget adjustments. A, for county attorney, $4,000 for
Motion to
salary.
approve.
Okay. We can do one at a time. Commissioner Flores gave the motion. Second, Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. B, for district attorney, $4,000 from copier to consultants. I think we all got a letter.
Yes,
Yeah, okay. I'll second that.
Have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Flores. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. C, for district attorney.
Motion to approve, Judge.
Second, Judge.
Okay, I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Precinct 3, $35,000
Motion
from
to approve,
operating
Judge.
pay. Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. E, other family violence contract, $9,439.60 from available appropriations. And Matt, this would come out of contingency.
Motion to approve and take it out of contingency.
And I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, who's second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Wardlaw, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. F, fire, $5,978 from general capital fire radio.
Motion to approve.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. G, court at law, $3,900 from general capital to office.
Motion to approve.
Second, Judge.
A motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. H, building maintenance,
Motion to
$7,000.
approve.
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner. Both of you
Yeah,
have
no,
at the same time. Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye. Okay. Matt, that was an awesome job too.
No, thank you. It was,
And, we're dealing with the budget right now. Real quick, again, under judge's comments, I want to thank you and your staff, for everything you do for me and for this county. Especially right now when we're crunching numbers. I really do appreciate it.
they do a great job.
Y'all do. Y'all do. Really do. Thank you. Everybody else back there sitting too. Yeah, I don't want to talk again. I want to thank Melissa too. I want to thank Juanita, and I want to thank God. All right, item 35, closed session consultation pursuant to Texas Government Code A 551.071, attorney-client privilege, B 551.071, A, contemplated litigation, C 551.072 regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property, possible action, open session thereafter, D 551.073 regarding a negotiated contract, lease, or value of real property, and possible action, open session thereafter, E 551.076 regarding security devices, security audits, and security personnel. Y'all will give us the room, we'll take a little bathroom break and then come back into executive session. Thank y'all.
Okay, Matt, Judge.
Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? We're gonna go on to item 36, Commissioner's comments. Commissioner Garcia, do you have a comment?
Yes, a couple of months ago, we had a special meeting to discuss a proposed transmission line from Fort Stockton to San Antonio, and one of the proposed routes covered Valverde County. Well, CPS Energy and AEP Texas are having an open house Wednesday, August 6th, 2025, from 4 to 7 at the Enchanted Event Center here in Del Rio. So anyone that's concerned can go and get informed on the project. Thank you.
I found another map in another attachment, and it has various options across the county, all through different routes. So there's like 100 different combinations that it will go from point A to point B. There's all these lines going across the area of study. So it's not like just Highway 90 or just I-10 is going to be the way it goes. It can go like 100 different combinations of getting across the area.
Okay. Any other commissioners' comments? County judge's comments? I absolutely have none. Item 38. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion, Commissioner Flores. Second, Commissioner Vasquez. Any discussion on adjournment? We're okay with that? All in favor?
Aye.